imagine keeping a fleet of nearly 600 jet aircraft in peak operating condition for one of America's leading airlines, and providing similar insourcing services for other airlines from around the world.
And that's the responsibility of the people at Delta Tech Ops, the Technical Operations Center for Delta Airlines. Hi, I'm Ray Valaika. Across the width and scope of the Technical Operations Division, more than 10,000 professionals execute their assignments every day, 24/7, 365 days per year. For Delta to be successful, we must provide safe flight operations to our passengers. To do this, we begin by making the safety of all our employees a high priority here at Delta. And now we took that commitment even a step further. We launched a multi-year initiative that resulted in an unprecedented drop in injuries and illnesses, the conserving of thousands of labor hours, annual savings of millions of dollars, and possibly the saving of a human life. To be more specific, in our first 3 years, the VPP program proved instrumental in helping us to achieve a $3 million reduction in cost. This cost avoidance equates to having 32 more people at work here every day. And along the way, our team has earned for Delta Tech Ops the highest safety rating granted by OSHA. And this is the story of how we did it.
VPP, the Voluntary Protection Program, created by OSHA in 1982 to promote exemplary systems that manage workers' safety and health. The vision was for OSHA to partner with companies that voluntarily implement comprehensive safety and health programs, efforts that, by definition, exceed basic compliance with OSHA standards. In practical terms, VPP better fits the description of a process than a program. It is based on one set of flexible, performance-based criteria, including management, leadership, and employee involvement, worksite analysis, hazard prevention and control, and safety and health training. Continuous improvement and ongoing employee participation are mandatory, as is tracking for measurable results. Training is also vital, not only to reinforce correct methods, but also to encourage a change of mindset. Safety concerns cross industry borders, and so does VPP, with airlines, construction, poultry processing, petrochemical plants, tree nurseries, nursing homes, in sizes ranging from mom-and-pop operations to federal laboratories. Companies in all these categories and dozens more have benefited from the systematic management approach of VPP. VPP participation demands an intense commitment. In return, OSHA removes these work sites from programmed inspection lists and does not issue citations for hazards discovered through VPP evaluations, provided that those hazards are promptly corrected. This means that for Delta, as for other VPP participants, the Tech Ops safety team can freely welcome visiting VPP teams, trusting that the general attitude will be one of encouragement and partnering for improved safety. Results lead to recognition. For many applicants, including Delta, the first level of achievement is merit status. This is not a given, but must be earned. In fact, even the application for VPP participation can be denied. The details, for example, may indicate to OSHA that the worksite does not even qualify yet for a preliminary on-site evaluation, or the injury and illness rates may be too far above the industry average. Whatever the reason, OSHA will provide information to the site regarding deficiencies that must be corrected before the application can be accepted. Also, the VPP manager for each region can provide more specific advice regarding individual cases. VPP is not for large enterprises only. Small businesses can also qualify and may be eligible for alternate rate calculations. Applicants may also come from the public sector, specifically as federal agencies applying from any state. When awarded, merit status recognizes work sites demonstrating the potential and commitment to achieve the next level within 3 years. That next level, STAR status, is the highest level achievable. It is designed for exemplary work sites that have first implemented comprehensive and successful safety and health programs, and second, have achieved injury and illness rates below their industry's national average. Delta Tech Ops achieved merit status in May 2000 and STAR status on January 28, 2004. Delta is the only airline ever to achieve STAR status. While the process of achieving star status is often a demanding one that requires several years, no delay of recognition is required. For example, many applicants achieve star status and are never approved at the merit level. VPP successes speak for themselves. Over the past 2 decades, the average VPP worksite has a lost workday incidence rate at least 50% below the average for its industry. That translates to a documented savings of more than $1 billion since 1982. And that success rate holds true for Delta TechOps as well. Of course, dramatic results require a serious commitment.
You have to be prepared to follow through. You have to commit and recommit to make sure the employees know it's not just the flavor of the month, but what really earns buy-in is responsiveness.
When there's a hazard or reported safety concern, you act quickly, with funding, with action, whatever it takes to solve the problem right away.
So at the end of the day, to ensure your success with VPP, employees really hold the key to the whole thing. OSHA promotes 100% buy-in, and while that can sometimes be difficult to get, when you tell people that you are as concerned about them getting back to their families in the same way that they left their families in the morning to come to work, you will get a broad base of support, and that means active involvement that will generate results.
But the payoff is worth it. Let me put it this way. You've probably heard of the SIC, Standard Industry Classification Code. Before VPP, our SIC rating for lost workdays as an industry was 14.7. After VPP, when our numbers were factored in, the whole industry rating dropped to 11.8, meaning our impact alone brought about a 13% reduction for the entire American aviation industry.
So what do these results mean for Delta TechOps employees?
I feel safer here at work than I do at home.
I'm really proud to be part of a team that makes safety its top priority.
We've accomplished a lot.
See this display? This was one of our ideas. It provides a good visual for our employees of the latest personal protection equipment available to them at Delta Airlines.
Gentleman from VPP Inspection had come to look at our aircrafts. He had noticed some of the paint that was on ours, and he had asked, are those decals or do you paint those planes? And I replied to him, no, we're professionals here at Delta. All our aircrafts are painted.
There is a mentoring commitment as well. Just as Delta TechOps was mentored by previous star achievers, they must now, in turn, mentor other VPP applicants. As part of the VPP program, interested parties can request mentoring from teams at other VPP worksites. Those who have already earned merit or star status have made a commitment to be responsive to these requests, but are free to set for themselves reasonable boundaries. And it can be refreshing to learn how people in different fields have developed best practices in different respects. These can be shared with a surprising degree of openness, even to the point of handing over a complete safety business plan.
There is nothing proprietary about safety. That information saves lives.
Delta TechOps received mentoring from a number of sources, including a railroad car hauling producer. This company manufactured freight vehicles that transported railroad cars from state to state. A lot of welding was involved. Before starting VPP, the firm had an OSHA recordable injury rate of 73, a high figure. By the time they were awarded star status, the injury rate had dropped to an impressive 2.4. The results were so remarkable that their safety program was soon fully adopted by all competing members of their industry. Likewise, Delta TechOps and Corporate Safety have promoted VPP to 16 airlines involved in an alliance program. They hosted a 2-day seminar that included presentations on VPP. Since then, 2 of the airlines have submitted VPP applications, proof that once again, Delta is the safety leader in commercial aviation. The time investment is significant. It amounts to, for Delta TechOps, the equivalent of 5 full-time safety managers dedicated to VPP. Delta TechOps has a proud history of a focus on quality, yet the best can only remain the best by way of continuous improvement. The VPP process has led to a positive shift in attitudes and company culture.
Achieving star status really is a big deal. You can feel the pride when we received it.
We even take our safety attitude home with us now. Last summer, I was out cutting the grass. My son come up and asked, Dad, what's that you're wearing? I just then realized I had on a pair of safety glasses. I guess we've all got the message. The methods that we learn at work, we're taking home. And when my son gets older, he too will learn those methods.
An MBA evaluation group compared merit status to earning a college degree. There's a clear outline of goals to be achieved before you graduate. STAR status is the master's degree. It amounts to graduation to a truly professional level. After that, a lifelong commitment sets in for education, for progress, for safety.
And we will confirm our industry-leading STAR status in the VPP evaluations to come. Delta will continue to look for ways to put into practice our goal of continuous improvement. Delta Tech Ops will keep on reaching for a star and soaring to new heights in safety and health.